In my preliminary survey of globalizing reggae, I have found examples of reggae songs in more than 200 languages. I'm going to say that again, 200 languages. This still amazes me. In fact, this number is not an accurate reflection of the actual number of languages represented in my sample, since it includes only those examples I was able to identify with some confidence. Since I have yet to identify the languages of some of my examples, I have no doubt that the number will go up with further research. In any case, this limited collection of reggae songs from around the world tells us something remarkable. Not only are most of the major world languages represented in this sample, but so are many languages and dialects spoken by smaller numbers of people, including various indigenous and endangered or vulnerable languages. These include, just to take a few examples, the Ainu language of Japan, the Arbarash dialect of Albania, Lele in Guinea and Burkina Faso, Urobo in Nigeria, Innu in Canada, Jalagi, the language of the Cherokee people of North Carolina, Dehu in New Caledonia, Garifuna in Central America, Dani in Papua New Guinea, Mapuche in Chile, Mayan and Huichol in Mexico, Yawalipite in Brazil, Teco, Wayana, Wayampi, and Aluku in French Guiana, Samaka and Okanisi in Suriname, and one could go on and on. There are dozens more from various parts of the world. We can see from a survey such as this that many people around the world have embraced reggae not only as something modern and attractively cosmopolitan, but as a way of reconnecting with older traditions that have been challenged by various historical and contemporary forces, a kind of pathway into the deeper collective self. In colonized parts of the world, where the existence of legitimate pre-colonial or indeed independent post-colonial identities has sometimes continued to be denied, and where long-standing social and cultural differences have been suppressed and threatened with eradication, this assertion of deeply rooted identities in popular music may be seen as a profoundly decolonizing move. As the Native American singer Emmett Garcia of the North American band Native Roots once said in an interview, reggae, fused with American Indian music and culture, offers a particularly effective platform for celebrating the fact that, to quote the lyrics of one of his songs, Native Indian people have survived. Reggae has been used in this way by indigenous and minority peoples for a long time, in fact. As early as the late 1970s and 1980s, inspired largely by Bob Marley, Aboriginal reggae bands began to emerge in Australia and Maori reggae bands in New Zealand. Similar gestures have been long occurring in Europe as well. The Welsh singer Geraint Jarman's adoption of reggae in the late 1970s helped to spur a linguistic and cultural revival in Wales. In France, to take another European example, reggae-based acts such as Massilia Sound System and Moresca Fracas Dub have made substantial contributions to the Occitan cultural and political revival. Basque and Catalan reggae bands have also played their part in ensuring the ongoing health of these minority cultures and languages among the youth. Since then, to judge by the burgeoning presence of global forms of reggae on the web, such processes have continued to multiply exponentially. It seems that people around the world are increasingly responding to Marley's sung advice to get your culture, to return to one's cultural roots as a source of strength in the face of the social and cultural disintegration and spiritual damage caused by a complex concatenation of contemporary economic, social, and political forces, which Rastafari thinkers have long recognized as manifestations of the systematized forms of oppression they know as Babylon. For a better idea of the complexity of globalizing reggae, let's watch and listen to a small sample of video clips featuring reggae or discussions of reggae from a range of different countries and peoples. This is going to be one continuous series of brief clips presenting differing takes on reggae from a wide variety of people and places. So, Reggae Abroad, a sampling.
Reggae music is one of the world's few living folk music. It has remained incredibly popular and spontaneously generated by people's experience, emotion, and traditions.
Kaint agus chun canna ar na cearnaíní fós tá muid ag seint. Agus é sin ráte, meas tú bhfuil an teachtareacht a dhéantar is tí sa ceáil agus an ceáil réige nach go hairíad a bhfuil sé éireacht a airní mar sin. Tá go mór chun teachtareacht arúnach de gachéin ar dain agus sin an rud faoi réige tá sé le cluisiint i ngach chuid den
It's the name of the song. It's actually a song that I wrote about, how in Africa people love reggae music. Because even God loves reggae.
I am the Don Dada of the reggae world in Charleston. Big up to O.C. Chandler and the Chandler family, Gullah Family Productions. Been doing this for over 25 years. Give thanks and praises. Yes,
what is the Gullah Roots?
Gullah Roots, that's our heritage. The roots with a Z is strong. So we call it the Gullah Roots.
무엇보다 레게 음악이라고 하는 것이 민족의 어떤 전통성을 보여주는 것이라고 한다면은 저희들이 오늘 밤 우리나라의 전통을 레게 음악으로 표현할 수 있지 않을까 그렇게 생각합니다. 오늘 풍악단이 아니랄게 걱정 근심 뒤로 하고 이 순간 속에 살아. Don't be sad, don't you hurt your brother. Now is the time to love each other. See one people, one soul, Papua. People united. See one people, one soul, Papua. People get freedom. I made my choice to leave broke behind and keep my culture strong, and keep my culture strong, and keep my culture strong, and keep my culture strong. Where you going? What do you do? Come back home. Feel we're going. Yo, listen up. Feel we're come together. So strong.
The idea of what it could be used for. And if you were to also see it in alignment with Native Hawaiian sovereignty movements and also the Hawaiian Renaissance, music became, and more specifically reggae music, became this vehicle that I think folks look towards as a way to get their voices heard, but also to more popularize political or politicized music in a way that can also have far-reaching impacts beyond just the community, but also to the island.
What we want is equal opportunity. When you are victory, when we are struggling, what we want is equal opportunity. What we want is equal opportunity. Struggling. What we want is equal opportunity. Go and tell the savage native that he must be Christianized. Tell him end his heathen worship and you'll make him civilized. Shove your gospel, force your values down his throat until it's raw. And after he is crippled, turn your back and lock the door. Missionary, missionary, go and leave us all alone. Take the white God to the white man. We have a way of our own. We are indigenous people. Yes, we are indigenous people. We are Dakota, we are Inca. We are the Zulu, we are Gaelic, Apache and Malinka. Descendants of the great Zimbabwe. We are the Sioux, Aborigines, the real Guanahatawe.
sina ancestral baita Haritaburwa ha ha Winchao Sinipita binatu Siento luz en mi alma, siento que calma, siento el amor, siento remedio que sana, remedio bendito me resucitó. Klaseng mga tribo, laing-laing dialekto. At dunay higaunon, talaandig, manubo, matigsalug, tigwahanon, umayam nun. Bukino.
This small sample of reggae video clips from beyond Jamaica, which could easily be expanded by adding dozens of others of a similar kind from other parts of the world, merely hints at the global reach.